There's no friend more loyal and loving than a dog. Your dog will put up with almost anything you do, even if you're unaware of the effect it has on them. While you go about your day, your furry companion might be feeling stressed without showing obvious signs. But how can you tell which of your actions might be unknowingly upsetting your dog? In today's video, we're diving into 8 surprising things your dog secretly dislikes. Number 1. The head pat trap. You know the drill. Your dog gazes at you with those loving eyes, or maybe even eyes your delicious dinner. And the next thing you know, your hand is automatically patting them on the head. It's the closest, most convenient spot, right? But here's the twist. Many dogs, including yours, may not actually enjoy head pats. Why? Well, from their perspective, having someone tower over them and touch their head can feel intimidating. It's a lot like how you'd feel if someone invaded your personal space. If you want to show affection that they'll truly enjoy, aim for the shoulders or neck. Many dogs also appreciate a good scratch under the collar. Try it and watch your dog melt. Number 2. Picking up the wrong signals. While most well-behaved dogs will tolerate being picked up, they're not always thrilled about it. Imagine being in the middle of something important only to have someone suddenly scoop you off the ground. Sounds annoying, right? You can tell if your dog isn't in the mood to be picked up by paying attention to their body language. If they stiffen up, flatten their ears, or yawn excessively, that's their polite way of saying, "Please, not now." Respect their space, and they'll appreciate you even more for it. Ownership confusion, loan, or gift. We love to share with our dogs, whether it's letting them snuggle in our blankets or giving them an old toy to play with. But this well-meaning gesture can actually stress them out. Dogs are territorial creatures. They need to know exactly what's theirs. When you give them something of yours, they might see it as a permanent gift rather than a temporary loan. And then, when you try to take it back, they can feel confused or even upset. If you need to take away their toys, maybe for a much-needed cleaning, distract them with a treat or a new toy first to avoid any hard feelings. Miscommunication, body language versus words. Humans are all about words. Dogs, not so much. They rely heavily on body language. One common mistake people make is sending mixed signals during training. For example, when teaching your dog to stay, you might say the word, but your body tells a different story. Leaning forward or reaching toward them, even unconsciously, sends a clear message to the dog. Come over here. Your dog isn't ignoring your command. They're simply responding to what they believe you're really saying. Be mindful of your movements, and you'll have a clearer connection with your pup. Treat trouble. Can they even see it? Ever toss your dog a treat only to have them sniff around, confused? It might not be because they don't want it, but rather because they didn't see it. Dogs, much like a certain dinosaur from Jurassic Park, struggle with spotting things that aren't moving. Plus, their long noses can block their view of treats thrown directly in front of them. To help them out, make sure they're watching before you toss, or simply place the treat where they can easily find it. This will save both you and your dog from unnecessary frustration. Play or fight. Spot the difference. Watching your dog engage in rough play with another dog can be nerve-wracking. Is it friendly play? Or is it turning into a real fight? Before you jump in, check their body language. If they're bouncy, taking turns, and their tails are wagging, it's likely just playful roughhousing. But if they're stiff or one dog seems to be overpowering the other, it might be time to step in. Misinterpreting these signals can frustrate your dog, especially if you're constantly stopping them from making new friends. Leaving them when they need you most. Fireworks may be fun for us, but for dogs, it's like the world is ending. Many owners lock their pets in a small room during these events, thinking it's for the best. But imagine being stuck in a bathroom while explosions go off outside. It's terrifying. Instead, if you can't stay home to comfort them, try leaving them in the care of someone they trust, or play calming music to mask the noise. A little effort goes a long way in easing their anxiety. Barking back, not the conversation you think. It can be tempting to bark at your dog, especially when they bark back. It feels like a fun back and forth. However, what your dog is likely hearing isn't, "We're having a conversation," but, "Why is the human making strange, alarming noises?" Dogs don't recognize your attempts at barking as their own language, so rather than confusing them, stick to talking in your usual way. They understand you better than you think. As dog owners, we all want to be the best companions we can for our furry friends. But even with the best intentions, it's easy to unknowingly do things that might stress or confuse our pups. By understanding their body language and learning what makes them comfortable or uncomfortable, we can strengthen the bond we share with our loyal companions. So, the next time your dog gives you that familiar gaze, or you're tempted to give them a quick head pat, remember, small changes can make a world of difference in how loved and secure they feel.